watching him against Buffalo before the fumble, but just the whole game. And then that first drive against Detroit, where he broke the 20-something yard touchdown run. I'm thinking to myself, is he maybe getting in the argument for like a top 5 running back of all time? Like, he is phenomenal, and his longevity.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 years he's averaged 5.9 yards a carry. All right. So then, of course, after the fumbles, I stopped thinking that. I said, let me put that on the table for now. But to answer your question, no, I'm not worried at all. And your numbers showed it. I had, maybe yours included playoffs, I had the last 2 years, previous 2 years, 605 carries, 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
This year he's got 41 carries, 3 fumbles. So I think this is an aberration. Now, I'm sure he's been working on just holding it high and tight and making sure every time he touches the ball, he's not getting careless with it, because guys are obviously punching at it. But he's, like I said, he's averaging 5.9 yards a carry. I don't think the fumbles are a sign of age. I think it's just.
Yeah, it's weird people trying to make that.
No, I don't think that's age at all. But do you see some signs of age? Because I don't.
Well, the last 2 games he's been bad. I'm not calling that age.
I think the Browns have the best run defense in the league. He had 23 yards. That was so. You do need a hole. Still.
Tell that to Ashton
No, I'm
Jensen.
saying that. That's why I like it.
So right now, this is going to pollute almost all of our NFL conversations until about week 6, which is like, if a team really struggles against a team, that team they struggle against will then have their stats inflated to where it's like, look, Derrick Henry couldn't run against Cleveland. So a third of Cleveland's run defense stats for the year are Derrick Henry struggling.
But you don't.
So
think
they are now a great run defense.
Very good run
I
defense?
do. What I'm saying is this is the.
It's
It's a cousin
I get
of the
it's a small sample size.
Here's the record of the teams, the undefeated teams have played, but it's like a third of their losses came to those teams. Whatever. I mean, it's just hard to draw huge conclusions on this size of sample.
If he were aging, I don't think he does that to Buffalo. I even think the first drive and even just the game period against Detroit, it's the fumbles.
So I don't.
Other than the fumbles,
I
have
didn't
no
think
problem
the game
with
against Detroit he was very good.
After the first drive, he wasn't. But that. I mean, I don't care how good you are. Your line needs to block. Saquon, to me, is still great. Hasn't had a great running game.
No, I agree with that, but I do think it is stark if we look at his week 1 versus the last 2 weeks. The numbers, I don't care about the fumbles so much. And here's the thing. It really is pre and post the fumble against Buffalo. Because he didn't touch the ball again after the fumble against Buffalo. Or if he did, it was, minimal. And he's just been bad since then.
But that first drive again, I know it was one drive, but against Detroit,
I thought he had one.
You don't see that many 20-some-odd yard touchdown runs in today's NFL.
He had an awesome play to score a touchdown in that first drive. What I'm saying is, I think, should Brew be worried about Henry? A little.
I'm not at all. Not at all.
I mean, okay, I think that since he's been a Raven, and this is a similar thing, since Saquon has been an Eagle, of his 5 worst games, 3 of them are the 3 to start this year. Since, that's a little concerning.
So they should be worried about Saquon?
A little.
Not the run game.
I don't think it's a full-on, hey, what's going on? No, but I think you can be a little worried.
I also think that, especially because we have seen for both of these backs and for basically all backs not named Emmitt Smith of the last 35 years, that after year of super high workload, they have a dip and then can come back.
I'm not worried.
We saw it with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had a dip and then came back.
He's still, top 5 in rushing yards?
Again, that's
a reason to be worried, bro. If Patrick Mahomes fumbles the ball, I think he goes back to the sidelines. He's like, shoot. If Derrick Henry gets the ball punched out, I think he has no room for error anymore. Like, you don't think
you mean again?
Against
he's
the-
saying if
I
it
thought you were
happens
talking
again.
about.
No,
oh.
Spags is going to be like, guys, when Derrick Henry has the ball,
Oh yeah, they're
you're
going
turning
after
into
it.
yes.
But that's what teams do that all the time.
But
now,
but now
punching at the ball.
extra now that he's a little loose with it.
that's
And if he
fine.
loses it, I think it's fair to wonder if his head is going to be in the game if he's lost 4 fumbles in 4 straight games.
Well, if he fumbles again, then you keep fumbling, sure. I thought you were going to talk about his spazzing out on the sidelines, because that seemed to bother you. To me, I don't mind a player getting emotional. How many times did Tom Brady break the freaking screen?
I think we looked at that differently because I thought that was a leftover emotion from week 1. You thought that was an
Well, because he said going into the game he had fumbled in the last 2 games, so now it's 3 straight. So he's just.
But if
like,
he fumbles in this
what
game,
the
he's going to
world
be
is
out
going
here
on?
looking like Travis
Well,
Kelce.
if he fumbles, yeah.
Yelling at Harbaugh, losing his mind.
If he fumbles,
I
but
also
I don't expect him to fumble.
The distinction I would draw is Brady's stuff on the sideline, Travis's stuff on the sideline gave anger. And Derek's thing almost was like, woe is me.
Yeah, a little
like,
bit.
you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't take it as woe is me. I took it as frustration. Like I'm pissed at myself. That's what I took it as.
I can think as woe is me.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like.
Just
I mean,
a nice
just
way to say
upset.
it.
I'm surprised, Brew, that you don't have any. That you seem fully confident that and I'm not trying to bring the Eagles into it, but that the Ravens and maybe to the same extent Eagles are going to get the same level of running back play.
No, not like last year. I did expect Saquon to go for about 1,500.
Yeah.
Obviously, that looks like that's going to be a stretch.
But what about Henry, who had 1,900?
I think he'll go over like 1,200 and easy. Like and when I'm looking at just him still being a great running back. Like I said, he's averaging 6 yards a carry. 6 yards a carry.
6, yeah. It was 9 yards in week 1. It's been 3 yards since then. Like
The
that's
Browns.
The
I know it's weird. but I think
they do have a good defense.
The Browns have a really good defense. The Lions, I don't know that they have a really good defense.
Oh, they do. They definitely do. They shut down Derrick Henry. Do the Eagles need to win with some style? Jalen Hurts with a quote for the ages next on FS1, the Fox Sports Channel on Sirius XM. We didn't get to Micah. I know you.
What's going on?
Yeah.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my